On the 28th at 8 o'clock at night, I get a phone call saying that this Women's Commission for Meghalaya has been constituted.
At about, I think 9:30 or so, I got a call from a friend who said that the State Commission has been appointed.
I was really shocked to get this information, and I also started panicking.
I was very shocked because we didn't have an inkling that this was being constituted, and we always believed that we would be, at least the Chief Minister or even the Social Welfare Department would ask us for opinions.
And 8 o'clock at night, 28th, you get some news like that. You don't know what to do. You know that you have to do something, but it also seems so late, 8 o'clock at night. But anyway, immediately I thought that we have to do something, and I started calling up people and saying that we have to do something. And even at that point of time, we didn't know what this something would be, because here was a group that had already decided to boycott the meeting, and it sounded like a good enough thing to do. But I also thought, what is the point of boycotting a meeting called by the National Commission for Women? Because sometimes when you just boycott, these people will use it and say, oh, those women, they didn't come.
So I was not too sure how we're going to go about it and whether it is right. We're so used to this akor, so to say, good behavior during meeting, ban sngap hai ki bakren, and ban hala ban kren hampol badang kren ki wei ru mju day mo kat kun mangi kasi.
So anyway, all these things were going on in our minds, and we were talking to people, and by that time several people had agreed that they would walk out of the meeting.
How are you?
Then 29th morning arrives. We had prepared some 10 placards. So anyway, we managed to make these placards, and then we had to fold them small enough so that the women can get them into their stylish handbags.
Good morning, friends. We are very pleased to have here with us our Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Meghalaya.
And then when women started arriving, who we knew would support that walkout, we started distributing these placards. And all the time, my heart was thumping, because I was worried that people from social welfare would notice something strange happening, some whispering going on here and there. Wait for this time, and we had generally agreed that we would do it when the Chief Minister gets up, because the protest is really against him and his administration that did this constituting so undemocratically and hush-hush.
Officials, NGOs, friends, and every one of you present here. And now, may I request our Commissioner and Secretary Social Welfare, Shri S.S. Gupta, to kindly give an introduction and a welcome address.
Honorable Chief Minister Dr. D.G. Lapang. Under his leadership, government has taken steps to constitute a State Women Commission. Constitution of this commission will provide a statutory forum for all women of the state to take up all issues concerning them.
And we begin with an extremely happy note that the Government of Meghalaya has formed the State Women's Commission, happening coincidentally during the National Commission's visit. This is a time for women of Meghalaya to feel extremely honored that their long and sustained struggle has paid off. Using its statutory position, I hope to make a big difference to the women here, and especially on this day when the State Commission is formed. I'm sure we have a long way to go.
In fact, it's always been a joy to be in the company of the women's bodies of the state, the women's NGOs. And in the recent past, we've had a large number of interactions. And I take this as another landmark in that direction.
And now we've come to a very, very important program, which we will have the inaugural speech by our Honorable Chief
So speech after speech, you know, you're so desperate and getting slightly worried.
Good morning, respected friends. I believe we have started our today's work.
We just stood up, we showed the placard, and Council said, "Tipsi, you know, Sylvia Pariat." She said, "Then I said, we can't just be standing here and listening to Chief Minister talking, because we want to boycott his speech. We want to show our protest. So let's all walk out." So we walked out.
Well, the founding has got more significance and presence of respect to the Chief Secretary, especially in the doctor. Well, year 2001 was observed as Women's Empowerment Year. We're glad we are the subject thing about empowerment of women. At the national policy that the role of women.
You have a right to, you cannot disturb a meeting. It is not disturbing. Where Chief Guest is speaking, you have right to express yourself, but without disturbing the meeting. You have a better, you give memorandum, you have a right to speak later on, but you have, it doesn't.
The role of women are very, very important.
And there's no formal invitation
national.
See, we raised the placard and we walked out.
But it's okay, but let the Chief Guest speak. After that, you have.
No,
do you have
we don't want to listen to him speak, because he doesn't have the integrity to speak.
Yeah.
You see?
My request is you don't disturb the meeting.
You can't how can you just constitute a board which has people who have never been in the field, who never worked in the women's issue?
We
When
do.
have you consulted? Who have you
In fact,
consulted?
we have a message from the Lapang They're not here. Vice Chairperson is also not. And some of us felt we should not boycott, but
If
we
you
should make
want
our
to-
presence felt and our protest felt.
No,
Thank
but
you very
what
much.
is wrong? Suppose you ask us here today to choose somebody we all feel will be able to represent our voices well.
Who will choose?
We'll all choose. We're all women's organizations.
There are 20 lakh women we will choose, or only 20 will choose?
We all represent the voices. Who does he represent?
Keep right?
That means only the bureaucrats and the higher ups can choose. Only you
let
people
the
on the high,
meeting go.
I mean, the secretariat can choose.
Carry on. We are
Let the meeting go on, and
we
I
have
For your
request you
welfare, for the
don't
welfare of the society as a whole.
let the meeting go. If you have grievances, you are most welcome to come to us. We will discuss the issue.
No, but actually, before the state consultation, you should have at least make it public about this, about the whole thing which you have done. If you want to protest now, what is the use of coming to your chamber and talk to you privately?
Yeah, you have done what you have done.
See, if you wanted some people to be invited, we had given in advertisement.
No,
You didn't give, the National Commission gave from Delhi.
Yes.
Why don't you come?
then you are not responsible. I mean, yeah.
In fact, we had appealed a few days ago, if you remember. Please don't like this done.
You have against someone, some person who is not competent.
No, we are not against that person.
It's about the process.
We are against the system.
The system of appointment.
The system.
Yeah, the system of appointment.
We are
This should be killed.
the subject thing about empowerment of women. I do not know how far we should empower them, but I believe they will not supersede man's power. unless they will still see men who will lose their identity in the long run.
And by that time the Chief Minister came out, and we really thought he would just move on and go off in his car. But to our surprise, he came in a very challenging manner and said, "Ko akran yang ah, ko akran yang ah."
National member when you participate in the agenda duty. She has no announcement but the commission last night. Hey, the commission is not.
It's not government. If you want to government, and if you want to
the element of transparency on
if
how
transparency is there, ngamut banong ba na marwafi NGO ke national na rampiwan bangin shu pindon be consulting body fi. This is for all state of Meghalaya.
No, there are organizations here that are also from Riboy district and from Smith.
That's all right.
And other people have not been able to come
the government
because
things
it
undecided.
was a shock for us to learn yesterday.
Right.
And we are against the non-transparent nature of the way the commission
You
has been
say
set
whatever
up.
you say, but you don't say it because the file goes to the Department of Social Affairs. This Martin Mukim is there. I consulted colleagues like Deputy Chairman and all. We do like that. It doesn't need that I will call a public meeting of the NGOs and find out the names from you.
It is a democracy that we
No.
live in, and it's a
Never in the
participatory
past
democracy.
the commission we called by public meeting and select
It's
the
not
member.
a public meeting.
When we
We're talking
even
about a
NGO,
consultation.
we did not represent the whole state. Be sure of that.
But
Maybe
you also,
2025.
Mr. Lapang, represent
I have been consulting with you now.
constituency.
That's all right.
You don't
Me no
represent-
call.
No,
Yeah,
we are not saying
I
that.
want to talk about Tura also, South Gar Hills also, Jandi Hills also, and the West Castle
And
also.
you, as the Chief Minister, you can speak on behalf of the whole state. The
Yeah.
Lampung is a
You
confederation
have
of
taken into
28.
account. You come to say that a commission should be set up, right? I complied with that.
No,
You
but
have
you
never
are-
said the chairman should be from the Lumpung.
No,
we are not against
we
that.
That's right.
No,
We
Tell
are
that.
not against personalities, we
Then-
are against the method of appointment.
This is the method. When we appoint a land commission, boundary commission, we have never called a public meeting. When we put a pay commission, we never called the meeting of the employees and all. When we put a commission from the women, we did not do that, will not do that at all. What else have we got
Then
to
you
say?
will not get the
So we
cooperation
object-
of
It's all right, they
all of
don't
this.
cooperate then.
Because the
Don't
Limpung
cooperate,
also-
others will cooperate.
Please
If
let
don't
it
you
be on
cooperate.
record that the
If
Limpung has
the
boycotted
report
this
of
meeting.
the commission is wrong, you don't accept, say you don't accept it. We may set a new commission again. 2-3 commission can be set up. We put a boundary commission, we did not accept. Chandrashit committee commission, we rejected. You can reject this one also. On your point at that time, who knows? Because of your intelligence and high caliber, we may take one from you.
We are not really interested in having personalities.
please, we don't-
We are against
Then
the whole
show your
process.
interest about the cause. The cause
We are
is
interested
the
in the
commission
cause,
for the
that's
women.
why.
Show that you are sincere with
But
that.
why do you have to appoint some? This movement has been there since 1997.
Yeah.
We have been pressing forward, and there are people here who are well
That's what
aware
you
of
say.
the issues.
What we feel when government, we did that. You say government is wrong, say like that. You are free to do so.
You're a dictator.
You say we will not have said, say like that. If the NGOs do not, the individuals can say. The church can cooperate. Other non-NGOs...
But if you want to work that way, then that's your
That's
prerogative.
okay,
That's
at your choice
prerogative.
also. We have done what you have requested to set a commission. I have never
What
thought
is wrong
that you...
No, but what is wrong in consultation?
No, I mean, I find it's not only you to be consulted. All over. And we don't consult when we put the consultation. No. That's your conception. That's a conception that a meeting of consultation
And
should be
it's your
there.
conception that consultation is not
Your
a method,
papers, you
an
remember them is
important-
enough to know
it's
your
not
mind.
an important tool in democracy. That's your perception. But we, as
What do you
citizens
mean
of
no-
India,
no?
know that in a democracy we
Yeah.
have every right to speak.
The
and
speak
to
now,
voice.
you have got the right,
We
speak
are
more.
speaking,
You speak
and we are
more.
asking
And I have heard you. I've heard you, government has decided. And if the decision is wrong, you keep on saying so. Who knows? After the report comes, you reject 100%. And we at the time we say, yeah, we're wrong, we should have consulted this body, then I'll do that. We have never done before.
But things can happen.
The government, yeah, things can happen, let it happen. So that they get a chance to be in.
We wish that it should happen.
Okay, you wish to do, make this commission fail. If you
Well,
wish
we don't
that,
want
that the
dictators.
government is wrong, make it fail. So the voice of the Lumpung is topmost and supreme, and no other rangers
Please,
can have a say.
please do not make the mistake of saying that we are here representing the Limpung. We are here to represent the women's movement in the state.
Okay, say like that.
And we
That's
do
what you
not
say.
necessarily want a member from the Limpung at all to be even a member in the commission. That is
Then-
not
then-
the
then
issue
what do you
here.
want to say?
The
To
issue is
say
that
that
the women of the
consultation.
state have to be consulted.
No, I don't consult. Because we know your view through your memorandum. And others so give memorandum, not only you.
But in the memorandum, we have stated that we want a women's commission which is not politically appointed and which needs
What do
far
you mean
and
is
wide
politically
consultation.
appointed? What? Jashaman is a servant of Nehu the other day.
No, but we want people.
It's
who've
not
been
about
working in the
personalities.
government.
Please do not make a mistake that we are against
Thailin
members
is there,
of the
your
commission.
man. Thailin
She
is there.
has boycotted this meeting, including
It's okay. If
the
he is not
entire
willing, then let her say so and write so. Let her write, I am going to say it because this is wrong selection. Say like that.
It's not a
We had
wrong
to meet,
selection of people.
but we're yet to see.
The whole
We're yet to
process
see.
which
Who
is
knows?
wrong.
This
We
commission
are
may do
against
wonderful
the
work
process
also.
of the formation of the.
You don't accept, we have done it. I took
But anyway, we feel that you don't want to.
I accept, I feel, I still want you to cooperate.
No, we
if
will not
it's
cooperate.
It's
You
okay.
don't want us to cooperate.
That's all right.
You said government has decided, it's decided.
Government decided.
You know,
Then
you have
if
It's not
already
gone like that.
decided,
You
we
We
have
not change
already decided
yesterday
that
thing
you
by
do not
your
want
opinion.
any of us to be consulted. So why should
Then Thailin, that's right. Okay. If Thailin is still on corporate, if not,
It's not an individual. We're not talking about. Please don't bring out names.
okay,
We're
that
talking
is
about
her
the
own
women's
individual
movement.
thing.
Yes. Well, anyway, we feel that you don't want to.
Because
to us,
you yourself have always maintained that
we feel you don't want
transparency, accountability everywhere. So this is about transparency.
It's okay, if it's not transparent, according to you, you say so. According to me, in the government is 100% transparent here.
Yeah, because you
There's
want to be
no, there's no dealing
And we
below
are,
the
we
table.
know this new style of functioning is
So we
not
want
a very healthy style.
Because a
Anyway,
woman is a man.
Okay.
It's a subject to be used by men.
disgusting. Are you disgusting?
Government has government decided.
When he speaks,
No, he's made up his mind. So there's no use talking.
People's Commission for Women in Constitution. Make it illegitimate.
Down with the commission. Down, 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 down. After the Chief Minister had spoken to us and we had that very severe altercation with him, I felt a certain, sense of desperation, sense of frustration at his attitude. I really felt a sense of deep disgust, frustration, and then also this feeling of what to do next, what happens next.
What do we do now? How do we go ahead? I think it's also important to keep this movement together, and I'm worried that, maybe some of us may be co-opted by the government, some of us may get worried. After the adrenaline rush, all of us may say, oh my goodness, what we did was so, it's not called for, that it's not right.
I'm afraid that most of us who pretend to be working on women's issues are also not really gender sensitive. We are not empowered to speak on behalf of other women.
But I just hope that women realize, that what was done had nothing to do with akor or manners or etiquette, because we have to make our protest heard. And some people are of the opinion that you should just write a letter. But how many letters can we write? We've written letters upon letters, and they're all just lying in the secretariat. But because of the visible nature of that protest, I think we managed to get the attention of the Chief Minister and the administration. And I think that is one step ahead.
See, it's the first time, at least for me in my life, to shout out a protest in the midst of an official meeting like that. And initially, I did feel a sort of, embarrassment to do it because everybody was looking at us. Few of us were carrying those placards, the rest were just sitting down. But the more I held that placard, the more, enthused I felt. And the more I felt that I'm doing the right thing and I should go ahead and do it, come what may.